Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an interesting and collectible coin that has caught the attention of many enthusiasts around the world, the Australia 50 cents coin from 1984, especially in very fine condition. If you're a collector, investor, or simply curious about coin values, this video is going to give you a complete understanding of its history, condition, value, and why it remains a great addition to any collection. The Australian 50 cents coin has a rich and fascinating history. First introduced in 1966, when Australia transitioned to decimal currency, the 50 cent coin quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in the country. By 1984, the coin had already been circulating for nearly 2 decades, becoming a familiar part of everyday life for Australians. The 1984 version carries the iconic design featuring the Australian coat of arms on the reverse side, showcasing symbols like the kangaroo and emu, representing progress and national pride. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was commonly used during that era. This coin reflects not just currency, but also a piece of Australian identity and heritage. Now let's talk about what makes a very fine condition coin so special. When collectors describe a coin as being in very fine condition, they are referring to a piece that has been circulated but still retains strong detail. In the case of the 1984 Australian 50 cents coin, a very fine example will show moderate wear on high points, like the coat of arms and the Queen's portrait, but all major details remain clear and visible. This level of preservation strikes a balance. It shows the coin has history and has been used, yet it is still attractive and collectible. Many collectors actually appreciate very fine coins because they carry a story while still being affordable compared to uncirculated pieces. Now let's explore the background and composition of this coin, which also plays an important role in its value and durability. The Australian 50 cent coin is made from cupronickel, a strong and durable alloy consisting of. This composition gives the coin its distinctive silver color and resistance to corrosion, allowing many coins from the 1980s to survive in relatively good condition even today. Another unique feature of this coin is its dodecagonal shape, meaning it has 12 sides instead of being perfectly round. This design not only makes it easy to by touch, but also adds to its uniqueness and appeal among collectors worldwide. The 1984 Australian 50 cent coin is not considered extremely rare because it was produced in relatively large numbers. However, demand still exists, especially among collectors who are completing date sets or focusing on Australian decimal coins. Coins in very fine condition are particularly popular with beginner and intermediate collectors. They are more affordable than mint state coins, yet still visually appealing. Additionally, collectors from outside Australia often seek these coins because of their unique shape and iconic design, which helps maintain steady demand in the global market. So, what is the current market value of the 1984 Australian 50 cent coin in very fine condition? As of today, the value typically ranges between $140,000 to $175,000, depending on the exact condition, eye appeal, and where it is being sold. In some cases, if the coin has especially sharp details or minimal marks for its grade, it might fetch slightly more. While this may not seem like a high price, it's important to remember that coin collecting is not only about value, but also about history, enjoyment, and long-term appreciation. Over time, as more coins are lost or damaged, well-preserved examples. If you come across a 1984 Australian 50 cent coin, always check its condition carefully under good lighting. Small details can make a big difference in value. It's also a great idea to store your coins properly using coin holders or albums to prevent further wear. Try to build a complete set of Australian 50 cent coins by year. This can be a fun and rewarding goal. Patience is key in coin collecting, and even common coins can become more valuable over time when kept in good condition. Also, stay connected with other collectors through online communities or local coin markets. Sharing knowledge and experiences can make your collecting journey even more enjoyable. In conclusion, the 1984 Australian 50 cent coin in very fine condition is a wonderful piece of numismatic history. While it may not be extremely rare, it carries cultural significance, a unique design, and steady collector interest. Its value today may be modest, but its appeal lies in its story and the joy it brings to collectors around the world. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow collectors. Let me know in the comments if you own this coin or if you'd like me to review another one. Next up, today we are going to explore an interesting and collectible coin, the Australia 50 cents coin from 1979, in very fine condition. If you are a coin collector, a beginner, or just curious about old coins and their value, this video is going to be very helpful and exciting for you. Let's start by talking about the history of this coin. The Australian 50 cents coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia switched to decimal currency. Initially, the coin had a high silver content, but from 1969 onward, including the 1979 issue, the composition changed to a copper-nickel alloy. The 1979 Australian 50 cent coin features the iconic Australian coat of arms on the reverse side, which includes the kangaroo and emu, symbols of national pride. On the obverse side, you will find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This design reflects both history and identity, making the coin not just currency, but a piece of heritage. Now let's talk about the condition, especially what very fine condition means. When a coin is graded as very fine, it shows moderate wear from circulation, but the important design elements are still clear and visible. The details in the coat of arms, the feathers, and the animals are still distinguishable, though not as sharp as in uncirculated coins. This level of preservation is quite desirable for collectors who want affordability along with decent visual appeal. Moving on to the background and composition, the 1979 Australian 50 cents coin is made from. This combination gives the coin its durability and silver-like appearance, even though it does not contain actual silver. The coin has a distinctive which makes it unique and easy to recognize. This shape also adds to its charm and collectability, because it stands out compared to traditional round coins. Now let's discuss collector demand. The 1979 Australian 50 cents coin is not considered extremely rare, because millions were minted, but it still holds steady interest among collectors. Its demand depends heavily on its condition and any special features, such as errors or exceptional preservation. Many collectors enjoy completing year sets of Australian coins, and this coin plays an important role in those collections. The demand is also boosted by people who are passionate about Australian history and coinage. Coming to the most exciting part, the current market value. In today's market, a 1979 Australian 50 cents coin in very fine condition typically has a modest value. It is generally worth slightly above its often ranging from around $1.48, 0 to $1.75, 0 Australian dollars, depending on the exact condition and market trends. If the coin is in better condition, like extremely fine or uncirculated, its value can increase significantly. However, even in very fine condition, it remains a great collectible due to its historical importance and attractive design. Now let's talk about some useful tips for collectors. If you have this coin, it's important to store it properly in a coin holder or album to prevent further wear or damage. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can reduce its value instead of increasing it. Always handle coins with clean hands or gloves to maintain their condition. If you are planning to buy, try to purchase from trusted sellers and compare prices before making a decision. Also, keep learning about coin grading, as understanding condition is key to making smart collecting choices. As we come to the conclusion, the Australia 50 cents 1979 coin in very fine condition may not be extremely rare or highly expensive, but it holds great value in terms of history, design, and collectability. It is a perfect coin for beginners and experienced collectors alike. Every coin tells a story, and this one reflects a piece of Australia's journey through time. So if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Keep collecting, keep learning, and who knows, your next coin might be a hidden treasure. Next up, Today, we are going to explore a very interesting and valuable coin, the Australia 50 cents coin from the year 1973. If you have an old coin collection or you recently found a slightly rusted black-looking 50-cent coin, then this video is definitely for you. Stay with me till the end because I'll tell you its history, condition, demand, and most importantly, its current market value. Let's begin with the story behind this coin. The Australian 50 cents coin was first introduced in 1966, and by 1973, it had already become a regular part of daily transactions in Australia. The design of this coin is very iconic, featuring the Australian coat of arms on one side, which includes the kangaroo and emu representing progress and national identity. On the other side, you'll find Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, which connects the coin to Australia's historical ties with the British monarchy. So, even a single coin like this carries a deep sense of history and cultural value. Now let's talk about the condition, especially when people describe it as rust black old fine condition. First of all, this coin is not actually made of iron, so it doesn't rust like typical metals. The 1973 Australian 50 cents coin is made of a copper-nickel composition, which means over time it can develop a darker tone or blackish appearance due to oxidation and environmental exposure. This natural toning is not always a bad thing. In fact, for many collectors, such aging adds character and authenticity to the coin. If your coin is in fine condition, meaning the design is still clearly visible and not heavily worn, then you already have something worth appreciating. Talking about its background and composition, this coin is quite solid and heavy compared to many modern coins. It has a round shape, unlike the earlier 1966 version, which was dodecagonal. By 1973, the round design was well established. The copper-nickel alloy gives it durability, which is why, even after decades, many of these coins still survive in decent condition. This durability also contributes to its popularity among collectors. Now let's move to collector demand, which is a very important factor. The 1973 Australian 50 cents coin is not extremely rare, but it is still collectible, especially in better conditions. Coins that have unique toning, like black or dark shades, can attract niche collectors who prefer naturally aged coins. Also, people who are building complete Australian coin sets always look for coins from the 1970s era, which increases steady demand. If your coin stands out visually or is well preserved, its appeal automatically increases. Coming to the most exciting part, the current market value. In general, a 1973 Australian 50 cents coin in average circulated condition may be worth around $1.30, 0 to $1,050,000 Australian dollars. However, if your coin is in fine condition with attractive toning or minimal wear, its value can go up to around $1.75, 0 to $1,088,000 Australian dollars, or even slightly more depending on the buyer and market. If the coin is in uncirculated or near perfect condition, then collectors might be willing to pay even higher prices. Remember, value is not just about age, it's about condition, appearance, and collector interest. Now let me share some helpful tips for collectors in a positive way. If you have such a coin, always store it properly in a dry place, preferably in a coin holder or album. Avoid cleaning the coin aggressively because cleaning can reduce its value. Natural aging is often more appreciated than artificial shine. If you plan to sell, try connecting with coin collectors, online marketplaces, or coin exhibitions where you can get a fair price. And most importantly, always keep learning about coins, because knowledge itself increases the value of your collection. The Australia 50 cents coin from 1973 is a wonderful piece of history that combines design, durability, and collector interest. Even if it looks black or old, it still holds value and beauty in the world of numismatics. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, coins like these remind us that even small objects can carry big stories and meaningful worth. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video with another exciting coin story. Thank you for watching.